everybody, and welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. It's me, Fixxitt, and we're back here in our little town, which is turning into a little city. Look at the, hey, I'll take that cobblestone. Look at that, look at this. Look at this city. Oh man, it is beautiful. There's so many things popping up. I am so happy. Imagine you're just walking down the street and you just look in there. There's like, it feels like life. Feels like you're gonna see a little dude like over here, like, putting something in water. Or I don't know what. Who knows what blacksmiths do? Anyway, today we're going to start with a little bit of a grind, which means I'm going to probably hop on and do some live streaming over on my YouTube channel. I don't do Twitch anymore, so if you're a Twitch subscriber, please end that. Thank you so much. It's super kind of you, and I appreciate it. But until I go over to Twitch full time, and that won't be until my kids are in school, yeah, thank you. But give it to someone who can actually get payment from Twitch. Anyway, today we're working on the river and the little cave biome. So the basic plan is that what I want to do is I want to lay out this river first, and the river is right here. The river has actually two waterfalls that are going to be set up, and one is right there, and this is like the end. I'm going upriver right now. It's going to start over there and flow this direction, go right under, basically under the iron farm. Hopefully that'll work someday. This is the first waterfall, I guess, that it'll hit, and we'll set water, and we'll probably end up having a lake go right through the city. That way we can have some nice, cool, interesting bridges and things like that. And it's going to start in this cave right here. Now this cave is probably not going to be very deep, I wouldn't think. I would imagine it's just going to be right here, because then we'll just make it really dark. You won't see how deep it is. It's totally fine. But I'm not sure if this is deep enough for the river. I guess it kind of is. But what I want to do is I want to make this whole thing out of dirt and not stone, because I want to look down and I want it to look like it's a flowing river, and I feel like dirt is the right answer and not stone. So the first thing we're gonna do in this live stream is cover this with dirt and probably start to manicure these a little bit here for as much time as I have. I made a quick decision on what I wanted to use for this river body, and I'm pretty sure I want to use a lot of brown terracotta, though not exclusively. Probably a mixture of dirt, brown terracotta. Look at those pillagers everywhere I look. Brown terracotta, dirt, and I thought about path block, but I think path block might turn back into dirt underwater, so I think I'm going to go with gravel. Get a little bit of gray in there and make it look like there's some rocks, something along those lines. Just putting the final touches on this, piling up little kind of rock formations along the side, very haphazardly, like wherever. Oh, not there. Very haphazard wherever I want. Just sort of bring the sides in. So a lot of these are going to be waterlogged slabs and stairs and all that kind of thing. And I think it's a really cool look. I had kind of forgot that we have smooth stone. So what I want to do is kind of come back in along here and throw in some of these, and also throw in some of these sort of in the bottom area too. So just kind of make some, like maybe this pile is only a smooth stone generated pile, something like that, and like something like this could be sort of combination. I think it'll be a cool look and really mix them in. I might bring in mossy, but I don't know that it's necessary, because this is all going to be underwater, so I don't know that you'd really see it, to be honest. So I don't know, but after this, then the next thing is I'm going to fill it in. The filling in process, it's going to take a while. It's going to be a lot of work, just because I'm going to have to go the whole layer here and the whole way down. Then I'm going to do the next layer and the next layer, and all these waterlogged things, they don't spread quite the same as just regular water, so that's going to take a while. And yeah, it's going to be a process for sure. And every time I see grass spreading, I'm just turning it into path block for now, and then I don't know if that'll stay path block underwater or if that will become dirt. Either way is a win. I'll tell you the one texture pack thing I've been thinking about here recently, and probably Whip is somewhat to blame, and Germsy Boy is somewhat to blame, because of getting me used to dirt half slabs. Germs, because he made them for a beautiful texture pack, and Whip, because I saw some images when I was googling river bases of using these dirt slabs. The problem is in Bedrock, you can't really do that. Bedrock's not, you can't change the model, it seems. If I'm wrong, then man, I would be so happy if someone would just tell me. But I'm pretty sure you can't change the model. So that means the only way I could get slabs would be to basically give up a block that has slabs already. So for example, if I wanted to make cut sandstone have a dirt texture, then I would get a new dirt texture with cut sandstone and the slab, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. To be honest, I'm kind of thinking the cut sandstone, because if I were to use anything, I'd probably use either chiseled or smooth. The cut sandstone, I'm not such a big fan of the general look of it that much, so I don't think that would really use it as is. And so I'm thinking maybe we do that. I'd be curious to your comments, although by the time you see this video it may have already happened, because I might do it just to finish this project, to be absolutely honest. So I don't know, but we're still working. I'm gonna bring in a lot more of the smooth the smooth variants here and continue. Well, what do we think? I think it looks pretty good. It does. I did get it flowing down somewhat, not quite as far as I had hoped, but I kind of ran out of space up here. So it's a little flat up here, but then it goes down into that mouth and it goes down just over here as well. So it does have, like, I think three or four maybe step downs total, which is okay. That's not a right number. I probably would have gone for probably 6 or 7, to be honest, but it's my first real custom stab or a custom river here. So we'll see how it goes. Eventually this is going to have a wall and stuff anyway, a castle wall right here sort of on the edge of the mountain and everything. So it doesn't matter all that much, but yeah, you can see it does step down there, step down up there, step down over there. I think, yeah, it's okay. It is an all right river. That was a serious project. I kind of thought that would be a lot easier than it was. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some bone meal. We're gonna bring some life into this guy, and then I don't know if we're gonna do the waterfall today or not. I've been really having a good time with this project, and I discovered something funny about Bedrock, and I thought maybe I hit the jackpot, but it turns out that I'm not smarter than the whole internet, because I've searched the entire internet for the answer to this problem. I want to make this smooth sandstone slab. I want to make it that into dirt texture. Yeah, it's not possible. I thought maybe I found a little thing that I could use using this blocks JSON file, and I went in, I changed it, and yeah, it doesn't work. But take a look at the river. What do you think? Yeah, it's a weird thing in Bedrock. When you bone meal underwater, you can get coral. So I got some coral blocks. I'm just gonna leave them for now. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them forever, but I think it's all right. It's kind of interesting to have a little bit of color down in there. And yeah, I think this is a really nice job. I think it looks really good. It looked really good if I had dirt slabs, but the only way I can figure out how to do it right now is to basically give up a whole block. And the only block that I can really see giving up is the end stone brick block, and I don't have access to that yet. So we're a little ways away. We're a little ways away from that for right now. But what I want to do right now is I want to lay out where this river is going to go before I build any more houses here, because it may already be a bit of a problem. Like, I think this house may need to go because it may need to become a river, and yeah, we're gonna take the river right through here. Just went and did a whole bunch of trades because I went ahead and put mending on this shovel. It's the best one I've ever had in this world, and I was just gonna repair it again. I thought, what the heck? I know I'm gonna eventually have a mending shovel. Why not just go ahead and do it? And especially with my AFK fishing setup now, materials aren't quite as hard to come by, so I can kind of get them whenever I need. But for right now, I went to go put my emeralds back, and I realized that I had, I don't know, like, well, whatever, 2 stacks of emerald blocks. So I thought we should work on completing this floor a little bit more. This beautiful ridiculous over expenditure of emeralds just shows you how sort of cheap emeralds went. Emeralds went from like the rarest item in the game to like the most common item just about. Anyway, work on this, and then I'll show you the river. And would you look at that? I have 7 emerald blocks left, and I have actually done all of them. There are a few more here I could get. Like, I think what I'll do is I'll go underneath and get these. These are the brown glass, so I don't want to break that. But I could put emerald blocks. Well, actually, it wouldn't. Actually, that would be snow, wouldn't it? That would be snow on the side of that, according to the grid pattern. Let's see if that's the same on all sides. Over here. Oh, I already did that one. Okay, well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm done. So now here begs the question: if I am done indeed, oh no, okay, this one will be needing an emerald. So this one, and probably then this one over here will still need that. So there's a few more, but once I get emerald done, I'm gonna need a place to keep all of my riches, which are substantial. How's this doing? Pretty good. How's this? Not as good, but okay. All right, we're getting there. So maybe eventually we're going to work on a vault here. That could be a kind of fun little side project to do, I think. We'll work on maybe some sort of king's vault, maybe up in the castle, and Yeah, I think it could be cool. Actually, I have an idea of where it should be, but that could be a long way off. So let me show you the one of the two sides of river. I have it pretty well dug out, and it kind of goes down. And oh, I need that dark oak sapling. Get over here. It goes down a pretty nice decline, I think. Here, so if you see where it starts up there, it goes down. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, probably like 7 or 8 maybe different sort of decreases in height, which is I think a good thing. And the last thing I want to do, I think where I'm walking right now is where I want the riverbed to be. So what that means is I'm probably going to have to dig the entire thing down 1 more block. And reason why I think this is where I want it to be is because where this comes out in a pretty good place. But I think, well, yeah. See, I think this could be used. I don't want this to be up 1 block higher, because especially it gets a little shallow up there. So yeah. So we're gonna take this whole thing down by 1 more block. Unfortunately, trying to keep the basic outline about the same, because I think generally the outline is pretty good. So we'll keep the outline the same, and then we'll start piling up sort of the cobblestone things on the side like we did before, and maybe the brown terracotta. I think that the brown terracotta and dirt really played pretty nicely. So yeah, and then maybe we'll let the other river go for another day. Maybe we'll split this project up into 2 days, because this one has already taken a good bit of time. Well, let's take a look at the river, shall we? I think that it is coming along quite nicely. So up here we have this area. I really like this area a lot. I think the little rocks in the middle make it really, really nice. I kind of ran out of room down here, but I did do the waterfall. Look at that dude, doesn't even care. I did do the waterfall right here. Let's ride it down, shall we? There. Oh, there's a creeper. Oh, that took a turn for the worse. That's all right. Okay, so yeah, I think it's nice. I think the river is quite nice. Luckily I killed some pillagers. Luckily I had a bucket, so I grabbed some milk really quickly and avoided another raid. But yeah, so we have this little waterfall right there. I think it's okay. I did some of that, dabbled in some stone there. I think it's good. I think it's good. Obviously it needs stairs and slabs and stuff, but I think it's okay. And if you follow the river down, let's just take a walk and see. And I made it where it actually follows gravity, which I think is really, really cool. One thing I want to do is I probably want to peel back the, like, where it's like 3 and 4 blocks sort of tall of dirt. I kind of like to make that angle back just a little bit, so it looks like, I mean, it feels like that dirt would just fall into the river, right? So we gotta make it come back just a hair. I think that's would be nice. This time it feels so different. It feels so different without like bridges here and stuff. Obviously we're gonna need some bridges, but man, it feels good. It feels like a really, really cool custom bed. I'm really happy with the river. Yeah, if you just go down here, look at all this. Oh man, it's good. I like the river base too down here. I did coarse dirt and cobblestone and smooth stone, which actually I like better than the one up there. I'm not gonna redo that one. That one is what it is. It's totally fine. But I think in the future, smooth stone, cobblestone, and coarse dirt are the way to go. One thing that I discovered in Bedrock is path blocks will allow light to go through. I think that used to be the way in Java, but isn't anymore, I think. I could be wrong. And so I've been, like these path blocks you see randomly, there's a torch underneath them, and you can see, it's nice. It illuminates the river a little bit. It makes it look really, really cool. Yeah, look how nice this is. Right along the edge of the farmland. We're gonna do some hangover trees right along there eventually. And this area, here's the problem. The river goes down 3 blocks lower than this little lake where I had always planned it to sort of end, you know? That's a little problematic because this river is supposed to flow into this lake, and that doesn't. So, you know, I can drop this lake, or I could just kind of not do anything and just kind of leave it. And you know, this way it'll look like the water's flowing that way, and if you're coming that way, the water will look like the water flowing this way. I mean, that doesn't make sense, but we are playing Minecraft after all, not creating the real world. So I think it's long enough since the last sort of fall down that I think we can kind of just go with it, right? There's going to be a bridge here, and actually there's going to be another river coming over this direction over here, which is going to be really, really cool, but we're not going to get to it today because I think we're going to sort of put a pin in this one. The other river is going to come along here, and I had two options. It's either going to go all along here and then connect up. I wanted to connect up to that river, but honestly, there's not enough room. So just go right into this reservoir, or it's going to come down here and then it's going to turn and it's going to go out to sea. You know, let me slip over in a world backup. All right, I just grabbed a new world backup because I hadn't done one in a little while. So we can fly around. Let's go check this out. So here's what I'm thinking for the other river. So I'm thinking the other river is going to come, another waterfall right there, and it's going to come along here, cut through the town, and right around this big outcropping right here where my cursor is, and then it's going to turn and it's going to go out to sea. I think that's going to be the better way. That way we can do houses all along it, and it'll be really cool. And it'll be really nice to have two kind of separate rivers, I think. Now, one thing I didn't really realize is what a nice river this is over here. This is a really, really nice river. So I think eventually, maybe once we expand the town over to this side, the city, over to this side, then we could actually really customize this lake as well. Because this lake is actually, this river is actually really nice. And it would be great with some custom stuff, you know, because I mean, the road does actually go right along here. I wonder where this ends. This goes over this way. Yeah, this is really interesting because this river, I have a feeling this river is going to go the whole way back to the beginning of the world, like to spawn. So we could actually do something kind of cool and maybe just connect these. I think that's probably the way to go, you know, is really make all the water bodies connect. But you know, that'll be for a future episode. But that's going to do it for me for today from the Bedrock Survival world. Thanks so much for watching. A very landscapey episode, but boy, oh boy, oh boy. Other than the rain, isn't it beautiful? It is so nice. What a difference a little bit of landscaping makes. Eventually, we're going to work out some bridges. Maybe next episode even we'll come back and work on some bridges and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.